drip, 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 drip. The Melbourne Ice win 7-2 over a Newcastle North Stars team that had just been knocked out of playoff contention the night before. This is actually the first time in their history that the North Stars won't be going to the AIHL postseason. This game was a bit of a slow-burning game. It wasn't all that exciting, it wasn't all that adventurous, but by the end of it you realise there's a bit of a blowout going on. The first goal of the game was scored by Tim Johansson at 1:38 of the first, the assist going to Jeremy Brown. Brown broke into the North Star zone with some really good moves and passed it off to Johansson, who was able to score on the goal. That was Johansson's fourth goal and his 15th point of the season, but from the way he's playing, you'd think he'd have a lot more points than that. The second goal of the game was scored by Matt Armstrong at 13:49 of the second. The assist, another one going to Jeremy Brown and also to Austin McKenzie. This was another trademark Matt Armstrong cannon of a shot from the blue line that just blew away Josh Brokeman, the goalie for the North Stars. It was a little odd to see Armstrong, Brown and McKenzie all on the ice at the same time. That's not one of their usual lines, but it seemed to work pretty well. The next goal of the game was scored at 7:33 of the second, Jaden Pine Murphy getting his first goal of the season. Just let that sink in for a little bit. Jaden Pine Murphy scored a goal. Goldie goals! Actually, the goal was an own goal scored by John Kennedy. It's one of those things where it has to be credited to the last Ice player who touched the puck, and that was Pine Murphy. So sorry everybody who was hoping for some really cool, nifty goalie shooting at the length of the puck thing. It was more a technicality, but hey, it's still a goal. The next goal was scored by the North Stars at 5:44 of the second. John Kennedy got the power play goal from Chris Wilson. Kennedy picked up the puck at the edge of the blue line, skated across to the middle, was really patient, waited for an opening, and when he took his chance, it went straight through. The next goal was at 1:07 of the second period, Sean Hamilton getting the goal from Ross Hamilton and Liam Webster. It looked as if Hamilton got the tip in from the Howell shot. There were 4 goals scored in the third period. I'm going to go over them pretty quickly. 4:29 was Todd Graham getting his goal. At 4:09, Brian Bales cut the deficit a bit. But the one at 1:07, this goal by Matt Armstrong, was a bit special there. It was his 100th AIHL goal he's ever recorded. So congratulations, Army. Well done. The last goal of the game was scored by Austin McKenzie with 51 seconds left to go. It was a rebound from a Mitch Humphries shot that basically ended up right in front of him and he was able to get it over his shoulder. Something that really stood out for me at the end of the game was how few penalties were taken. Lately, the AIHL refs have been a little bit whistle happy, but it looks as if today they've put them away and they've really let a lot of the game flow. The Ice gave up 10 penalty minutes, with the North Stars only giving away the 1 minor, so a total of only 12 penalty minutes for the entire game. Onto the goalies for the game. Jaden Pine Murphy started in net again. He made 19 saves on the 21 shots that he faced for a .904 save percentage. It was another great solid game by Pine Murphy. Again, really good with the scrambles around the crease. And of course, he scored a goal. Who wouldn't want to celebrate that? Goalie goal! Josh Brokeman started in net for the North Stars. He made 29 saves on the 35 shots that he faced for an .828 save percentage. This was his first start of the year, and so you can understand if he was a little bit out of sorts, but he actually made some really good saves during the game. There was a great breakaway that Army had in the third that he was able to stonewall. In the end, Brokeman just got overwhelmed by the number of shots that he was facing. So our next games are at the Ice House. We're playing the Perth Thunder for our final 2 games of the season. So we've certainly clinched a top 2 position in the standings along with the Mustangs, which means whatever happens, we will not be facing the Mustangs in either of the semi-finals. On the flip side, the Thunder are not in the playoffs, and regardless of the outcome of the weekend, regardless of the outcome of any game, they can't move out of 7th place. So these games give the Ice a great opportunity to start really nailing down their systems and get some good preparation in before the playoffs.